Hi, I'm John Lynch, and this is John Lynch Speaks. If you remember last time, I took this passage because it has blown me away, chapter 13 of Hebrews. And I've tried to do it in two parts to kind of reflect. And it's a letter that is written to people who are going through horribly hard times. They've been separated. They've been ostracized. The government is separating them, imprisoning some, making some in home arrest, making others not be able to meet together. And so there's this weirdness that he says can happen when we're not together. When it gets a little bit like, and then add on to that divisiveness, that there's schisms, that there's one being pitted against another. And he says, there's things that I fear that will happen to you in that time. And so we went through last time, love of the brethren continue. Marriage is to be held in honor. Show hospitality to strangers. Remember the prisoners. And then he says, make sure your character is free from the love of money, that you can actually be content. Because he says, I'm not, and the way it's phrased in the language is, oh, no, I will never, no, not a chance that I will ever, can't happen, won't happen, not during my watch. You're not going to be forsaken ever. And I won't desert you. No matter what you go through, I'm right here in the middle of it, and I care about it as much as you do, more. I adore you. And so then he finishes that statement, and here's where we pick it up. So we can confidently say, here's the result of that. We can confidently say, the Lord is my helper. So I'm not going to be afraid. I am not going to be afraid. What's man going to do to me? Wow, what a passage. Because I can think of a lot of things man can do to me. And this, by the way, has been happening. Man has done stuff to us. Systems have, government systems have, people who have distorted and twisted media have, financial institutions have. But he says, look, do you understand I'm right here? I will make sense of it. I take care of it. You're my responsibility. I protect you. Yeah, things are going to get bizarre and weird sometimes, and hard and sad and break your heart. But I'm your helper. You've got like God. You got Yahweh. You got the one who split the seas and split the water from the earth to the sky. You got me as your helper. So what is man going to do to you? I'm going to cause all things to work together for good for those who are called according to his purpose. Everything I'll take, even if it is horrible and sick and evil, I'm going to work into beauty for your best. So tell me again, what is man going to do to you? Isn't that good? Wow. Remember those who led you, who spoke the word of God to you, and consider the results of their conduct and imitate their faith. It's easy in this time to say, yeah, well, they don't believe this, because you're all spooled up and angry and hurt and alone, and you're in your thoughts and you're too long on the internet, all that stuff. So he said instead, hey, give them a pass right now. If you loved them earlier, they're the same people. In fact, watch their lives and imitate their faith. I'm thinking about my own son, Caleb, right now, in the group that is pastoring our local community, Open Door Fellowship, and just, man, I watch their faith. And he says then, Jesus Christ, he is the same yesterday, way back then with the Hebrews, today, and forever. His character doesn't change, his power doesn't change, his love doesn't change. Isn't that good? Like right now, I can feel clean. because of what he did way back there, because he's still doing it now. Isn't that just so stinking good? And then finally he says, I love that he saves it to here. He says, don't be carried away by various and strange teachings. Have there been a few of those running around in the church, outside of the church? For it's good for the heart to be strengthened. There's only one thing that strengthens it: grace. Grace. Is that so good that he says that? Don't be carried away by this or that or whatever sounds like it gives you an answer because we've been afraid. Don't forget grace. It's the only strength. Remember, sin will not be a master over you because you are no longer under law, but you are under grace. Galatians 2:20. I have been crucified with Christ. And it's no longer the old I who lives. Yes, all John's tastes are still there. I still like the color blue, and I still like the music that I cared about. But it's no longer I who live, but now this new creature, Christ in me. And the life that I now live day to day in this skin, I live by trusting him, by faith. Isn't that good? In the Son of God who loved me and gave himself up for me. These are the protectors during this time, during this season. What a great gift for us. Well, enough. I want to go more, but I have run over my time. I am so proud to be with you on this journey. I'm John Lynch, and this is John Lynch Speaks.